Hey everyone, it's Meredith, and I am here with our little hot minute where we hang out on Wednesdays with someone that we just can't get enough of. And I'll tell you who I can't get enough of. My friend, you know her from the moment. You've seen her around. Carolina Montesquieu. She's a Dominican American stand-up comedian with a big personality. She's got sharp writing and perfectly performed delivery. Her comedy hits with charisma and precision, but I also think charism. Unexpectedly dark, deeply honest, and always magnetic. Carolina started her comedy journey in July 2022. She's since opened for Hannibal Buress, Vladimir Camano, and Radel Ortiz, and with her momentum building fast. She's featured on Veep's Newcomers Showcase, New York Comedy Festival 2025, with upcoming tapings being released, and it didn't finish in the chat. So we're just going to have to leave it there, and you can tell me what I missed.
I filmed with Cracked Comedy Club, and I also did a taping with OnlyFans. Hello.
Oh my God.
But it's just comedy.
Yes, of course. And if it wasn't, that would be okay too. Or very
No, like
sexy.
they do make us have an OnlyFans page. So if you guys want to see my OnlyFans, I post a ton of cute selfies for $3. Please go buy them. Thank you.
I think it's really cool to use, people think OnlyFans is just for, spicy photos, but that's actually not true. Macy, who was here last week, Macy Isaacs, also has an OnlyFans. It's a thing.
I don't know her, but I wish her well, and I hope she gets all these men's money.
Right? So let me ask you this. You did something that was so exciting. We saw it a couple weeks. I guess it came out a week ago, and it's not in your bio yet. You were on Subway Takes.
I was very lucky of me, very lucky, because I just moved to New York and I don't take the subway. So, what a blessing.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second, because before you came on, you did tell me you took the subway yesterday.
I tried to take the subway yesterday.
So wait, did you get on it and then you failed?
I did. I got to my destination. It was 30 minutes away originally. It took me an hour and a half to get to my location. My legs are sore, and I had to take a bath last night with some Epsom salt. Yeah, and I Ubered home. I was like, that's enough adventure for today.
What is your take on the actual subway?
I don't like it. I know, and then everyone's pressuring me that you can't keep driving everywhere. You have to.
What are you driving in? Your own car?
Yeah, I have a car.
What the fuck? Are you really living in New York? I think you're living in I don't know, Newark, New Jersey.
No, I know. I'm living in a fantasy version of New York. Oh my God, she moved here. She has a car. She has washer dryer in her unit. Oh, she's on Subway Takes right away. It seems a little bit magical, but that's just the realm that I'm in right now. Okay.
So you don't like the subway? Is it a dirty thing? Is it a safety thing?
It is a germy thing, because I did take the subway in 2024, and I came home one day with some substance on my pants. And I didn't know what it was. I took off the pants in the hallway, put it down the trash chute in my cousin's building, and deaded that conversation until I got invited to do Subway Takes. And I was like, okay, this coat is getting, sent to the dry cleaners right after this taping. And even yesterday, I'm looking at all the seats. They seem clean, but if you look really close, there's a film on there. I don't know. It's just really gross. It's really gross.
Yeah. So basically, going on Subway Takes was about you also facing your fear.
A little bit, yeah. You saw those gloves I had on in the trash right after the shoot. I swear to God.
Meanwhile, I would lick a fabric seat to get on Subway Takes. Do you know how many times I have been pitched myself to Subway Takes? I think Kareem's going to get a restraining order against me.
Oh my God. I know people have been telling me that they really want to do the show, so I'm very lucky that they reached out to me, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I was hoping that they would edit out the part where I tried to kiss him, but they made it a highlight of the take. I got to showcase my personality.
People will be like, wait, isn't that the girl that tried to kiss Kareem on Subway Takes?
What if we kissed on Hot Minute?
I have a question
No?
for you. What was, I know what it was, but just for the kids at home, what was your take?
My take was that I like that our phones are listening to us. They're
Okay.
listening to this right now. And it's gonna give me an ad for chapstick because I'm trying to kiss everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess what do you like about your phone hearing you?
I mean, I was being a little bit absurdist, but I'm just used to it now. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, my phone knows I'm in a bad mood. It starts
Right.
sending me like therapy TikToks, like, yeah, your mom's a narcissist. I'm like, yeah, she is, like breaking it down. Like, I'm getting coupons, gift ideas. Like, it's just, I am connected. I am one with my phone. I don't need to type in anything anymore. Everything just comes up. And if I have a thought, if I have a question, it's getting answered quickly. Yeah.
Vienna's saying that maybe my phone, our producer, will work that way and get me on subway takes. You never know.
Let me tell you something, Meredith, and I'm not exaggerating at
No,
all right now. One night, I was like, wow, I want to do subway takes. I'm like, maybe they'll contact me in like 6 months or a year, right?
sure.
I wrote down in my notes app subway takes ideas so that I would be ready. The next morning, Kareem DM'd me.
You're kidding. Yo, she's a powerful manifester.
It was a little creepy. And I was like, my phone is listening to me.
I mean, honestly, that's actually a really great endorsement for both
Yeah,
manifestation and,
honestly.
I'll say this, life is hard. It's exhausting. And have you ever tried to go, do you try to go to CVS lately? It's absolute hell on earth.
Yeah, oh, here it is.
Yeah, here it is too. But even places like even the Valley is starting to lock their shit up. So it's like life is exhausting. So like this makes it easier. Like things like your phone
Yeah,
listening to you does make life a
a
little bit easier. People are asking on
100%.
YouTube if this is actually live. Yeah, it is. Because I mean, I think if this was a recorded podcast, we would have cut out like me just pitching myself to subway takes for like 8 minutes. But there's so much that I want to talk to you about. And I brought you on here because you bring a local perspective to everywhere you go. You and I are both the menaces from Massachusetts. My husband was like, "Is that racist?" I was like, "Dude, what the fuck do you mean, Dennis the Menace?
No
What does it get?"
menaces. I think she's racist. She's doing a lot of mental gymnastics trying to figure that out.
No, it's my husband.
Oh, your husband.
Yeah, he identifies as a he.
Okay.
Just me
Sorry.
right now. Woke king. I like that, Carolina, you didn't assume, and I appreciate that. No, but I think you and I bring a really interesting perspective with our Massachusetts roots, and I have a couple of stories that I want to run by you. And the first story is kind of like an accidental story, but I still want your opinion on it. So I want to talk to you about a rescued horse in Haverhill, which now we know is not Haverhill, Massachusetts. It's Haverhill, New Hampshire. So Vienna, I think, has a screenshot of this, but there was a neglected stallion gains weight, wins hearts at Haverhill Sanctuary. And so I got really excited because you are originally from Haverhill. And I was like, amazing. Let's talk about the rescued stallion. And I want to know your first impression of a horse that would be rescued to Haverhill.
Oh my God. I mean, I hope he likes Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I don't know. Well, clearly he's fat. So, first of all, the first thing that caught my attention was this picture showing her like underneath the horse. They couldn't have picked a better picture. So she looks like she's about to do some things to it after she wraps up his leg. But I'm happy for the horse. I'm happy that there's people out there helping fat horses. It gives me hope.
Well, here's what I loved about this. I love that it's the way that the article describes this, and like nothing can be more New England than this. The board of directors of Totem Farm and Sanctuary celebrated the 12-year anniversary of Haverhill nonprofit for unwanted and unadoptable and unaffordable animals.
Some rich people shit.
Unadoptable, unwanted, unaffordable. That's like pretty much like the headline for me.
No, Meredith, you're also unlovable. No, just kidding.
Like
Just kidding.
the fact that they're like we get it. They're like we get it. These are animals that don't have homes, but they have to like
Yeah.
really just hammer in that point of like they're unaffordable and unwanted. Like
That's like
damn,
Miss Hannigan advertising her orphans.
right? And then they're like they got a text message. Can you take a stallion with a body condition of 2? Okay? And then they called them. Tell me about the stallion.
Doom, doom, doom. Very dramatic, first of
Right?
all.
I mean, really, this is just about a horse that got adopted.
Yeah.
You and I both love
He's
horses.
fat.
He's fat now.
It's like
You and I both love horses.
I do. I love horses.
I feel like we're secret horse girls.
I wouldn't say it's a secret. I feel like people look at us and they smell us and they're
Do you
like,
think they clock that we're horse girls? Do we have horse girl energy?
yeah. Especially because I tell everyone I meet that I ride horses.
I'll say
I'm
this.
like, I'm like a
There's
vegan. I
not a
just
lot of
can't
horse
stop talking
people.
about it.
Well, yeah, but like I do think though that like, do they think that the girl on Subway Takes who, just got a pass at the stand is a horse girl?
Okay, so then I guess it is a fun fact that people are a little shocked by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you
And
always
then
love
when I
horses?
say that I ride in the Bronx, just adds another level. I'm letting the lore go on.
Why are people? I feel like that makes so maybe as another horse girl, it makes so much sense to me that you would ride in the Bronx because there's like tons of green space out there.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Um,
the last stop before Connecticut. So yeah, there's tons of space.
yeah. Well, tell me, let me ask you this: like, what got you into horses?
Oh, so if you're asking all these questions about me. Are we like on a date?
Oh my God, I wish. I'm telling you, move over, Kareem.
So I went on an excursion in the Dominican Republic, and this was the same month that I started stand up. So we went on an excursion. We were riding horses down to this waterfall,
Mhm.
and I was so scared to get on the horse, but I got comfortable. We broke loose from the pack. We had our own adventure in the forest. Like his name was Rocky, and I just fell in love with horses. And ever since then, I had like horses on the brain, right? And that month I started, and then I didn't start horse riding until like 2 years ago when I first started coming out to New York.
Mhm.
And it was directly across from my cousin's house where I was staying. And I was like, you know what? This is kismet. Let me try, let
Yeah,
me sign up. And then just changed my life. I'm just changing my life. It's possible, everybody. Do whatever you want to do.
she'll ride a horse, but she won't ride the subway.
That's the title of this ep.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. I
Yeah.
was always obsessed with horses growing up. I like thought I loved just like the cunty energy that goes around horses. I like the clothing. I like
Mm-hmm.
that. I used to read these books when I was little called the Saddle Club, that were about like these 3 kind of cunty girls who hung out like at like a stables.
Yeah. It's
I feel
definitely
like
giving luxury.
yes,
It's a
exactly.
luxurious hobby.
It's a luxurious hobby. And so when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, I did start riding, which like God bless my parents. We didn't have the money for that, but they've somehow figured out a way. And I'll tell you what paused my riding journey. And now, actually, I haven't done it really in a while, but when I was living in Massachusetts, I was riding again. What really, my biggest like block with riding, yes, exactly. This is me.
Thank
Oh,
God one of them is black. I'm like, when I heard this, I'm like,
some white people shit.
the lightest skin possible, but we got her.
That's me on the left too. I'm like, my parents let me get this jacket, but I'm too scared to get on the
That's
horse.
me and you.
Actually, that's you and me.
And then
That's
Vienna, the producer of the show, just like, okay, guys, stop talking about horses.
so okay. So I had a block when it came to riding. At the place that I would go to, I didn't like going there because I was scared of this goat who was there. His name was Shackles, and like I was
This
so
sounds
fucking
horrifying, Meredith.
I was so scared of him. He would beat me up. like physically beat me up. He would chase me. I would wait for my lesson standing on top of a picnic table because he'd be like running around. And I was so scared of him that I didn't want to go take lessons anymore.
And that's so valid. As a young
Right?
girl, yes, yes, I feel you. I
And
understand.
it
Fuck
was
shackles.
fuck shackles, right? And
I hope
so
they put him in a stew.
he belonged in one. And that's the
Yeah.
thing. Goats are fucking nuts. Like goats are insane. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. But anyway, yeah. So I would get terrorized by him and I was scared of him. And it got me to the point where like I was too scared to go to horseback riding because I was like, I'm going to be assaulted by a baby goat named Shackles.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Meredith.
In my defense, like, why was this like lone goat allowed to just terror? And it wasn't just me. He was
Yeah,
terrorizing
the staff
the entire
wasn't
state.
getting him under control.
No, they were like, that's Shackles, and like kids were crying. Like it was actually really bad.
That's very like Massachusetts vibes, actually. They're like, yeah, just it's good for the kids. It's good for the
So they're
kids.
gonna be fine. These kids are gonna be fine. Vienna is saying that it builds character. And
Yeah.
also apparently Amy Poehler said on the Jennifer Lawrence episode that horse girls have great hair. We do. Actually, we do because horses have great hair. Come to LA and we could ride together. Or I'll come to New York and we'll ride together.
I actually found this guy, his name is Lamont. It's in
Okay,
Sunnyvale,
yeah. Yeah.
something like that.
Sunnyvale,
It's
yeah.
called Shadow Hills. So when I went out there last summer, he let us ride a little bit. It's Western, but it's still
Yeah.
fun, you know?
Western is actually what I started with.
Yeah.
And then
It
I
was
did
wild because I'm like very tight with the rein, like, it's very particular with writing English, but Western, we're like, like we was making them dance, like it was a whole thing, like it was crazy. I really liked it, and he said that I'm welcome to come back so we can go out there and ride when I
I
go
would
to LA.
fucking love that. Well,
Yeah.
the thing about this story though, the story that we're talking about with the stallion is you very wisely pointed out to me this wasn't even happening in Haverhill, Massachusetts because I was like, "Oh, I'm going to find a local story for Carolina to talk about and I know she loves horses. So this is perfect." And then you were like, "Oh, this isn't."
You typed in horse Haverhill.
No, actually
what's Carolina?
I typed in Haverhill news and let me tell you, it's
a lot of people getting hit by cars.
Yeah, it was two things.
That's the news.
Getting hit by cars and police brutality. Like,
I love my town.
Which, like, to be fair, if we put in Medford, where I'm from, it would be like the
Ooh,
exact same thing. The
yeah,
exact same
Medford.
fucking thing. It was like police chief suspended, police chief resigns. That was just the like, the lore.
And then Tufts news, obviously.
Fuck, what's so funny about being from Medford is like because I'm from Medford, as they really do say, like when I live out here and I tell people that I'm from here, they'll be like, "Oh, Tufts," and it's like that's like I don't even know how to explain that to people, but it's like you guys like we don't fuck with that. Like they'll
I didn't know that the locals had beef. It takes up so much of the town.
What? Yes and no, because it really does spill into Somerville. But the thing about it is like, I'm like, yeah, it's the home to Tufts, but it's the home to 13 Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. Like, give us some fucking credit. It's just like most people, like growing up in Medford, where I was from, like couldn't get into Tufts. That was like, if you got into Tufts, that was
a bit, yeah, that's
it, baby. So it's
if
kind of
you
like,
didn't, it really hurt.
yeah, exactly. Like it just doesn't hit. And so it's sort of like saying like I'm from Southie and being like I went to Harvard and you're like, "Oh, okay." Like doesn't fucking hit. So anyway, it is what it is, but we do have a Dunkin' Donuts story in Haverhill because they did give me that. Thank fucking God. So I want to talk about this story because I do think like first of all, where do you stand on Dunkin'?
I was split between wearing my Dunkin' Donuts t-shirt or my Mini Cooper t-shirt. Sponsor me. But I went for Mini today. I
He
love
does
Dunkin'
love a
Donuts.
car in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honk every time I leave the house. It's a lot. So I love Dunkin' Donuts and I stand by Dunkin' Donuts.
Same. What's your
Yeah.
order?
I get a small iced caramel latte with almond milk. That's what I get.
That's a little.
All right. I'm not gonna get a fucking large extra extra. Like, I used to be that girl. I used to be that girl. It was very embarrassing because I would get like 20, let me get 20 sugars and 14 pumps of vanilla and all this stuff. But that's how like I got pre-diabetes. Like, and so I've been drinking cafe con leche since I was 3. That's a latte. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let's just get iced latte. You know?
I'll say this. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna let it slide because at least you're still going to Dunkin'. Uh,
I love
I
it, and I'm cool with them. I'm cool with all 20 Dunkin' Donuts in my town. My T-shirt, an employee gave it to me with my order.
buy this off a website. They were like, "You're here
No,
so
they gave
much."
it to Yeah.
I love the smell of Dunkin' because it's like coffee, a little bit of like frozen donuts that have defrosted, and then bleach.
Yes. Oh, you nailed it.
Right?
I miss it. I haven't been to a Dunkin' since I've been here because there's no drive-through.
You know, I used to go
I'm
to a
suffering,
Dunkin'.
Meredith.
I used to go to a Dunkin' that was in Back Bay Station, and like I would see mice and rats running around in that thing, and I was like, I don't care. I
Aesthetic.
didn't. I didn't fucking care because I was like, what am I? I'm just getting coffee.
Yeah, it's
There's
fine.
mice and rats everywhere in Boston. I
Everywhere.
I get my order is I get a small iced coffee with skim milk. That's it. And I'll tell you how I got there. It's been a process. It used to be skim milk and 2 equal, and then I was like, I can't be on the equal. So over the course of about 3 years I slowly weaned myself off the equal. So I went to like 1 packet, and then I would ask for 1 packet and I'd only put half the packet in. It was really a process, but I got to the point where I don't need
You
any.
don't like aspartame?
I like it, but I also like I want to live to be 65, and
The amount of aspartame you would have to ingest for it to actually affect you is like insane.
well, here's where I tell you I shoot up with it at night just for fun.
Oh, like you like get a little spoon, Medford style, and like
Yeah, exactly.
that's
So
nice.
I think that, I think you gotta go find a Dunkin' in New York. It won't be the same because it's never the same. But let's talk about what's going on at this Haverhill neighborhood.
No.
People are complaining because the smell of Dunkin' is so strong. The Sean Wilson is saying that he's overwhelmed by the smell. My house smells like donuts all the time for the last 2 months. It's distracting and it's heavy. Okay. Do you think this is a valid complaint?
They like, oh no, my steak is too juicy and my potatoes are too buttered. Like this is stupid. Okay, my car smells like a strawberry frosted donut 100% of the time, and I like it. I think, and the area where the factory is, it's like a factory like park. So if you live around there, like, you made your choices.
I guess you're right. Like it could be a lot worse. Like they could be just like pumping chemicals into like worse chemicals. I mean, I guess this is probably chemicals, right?
Yeah, but Haverhill has a huge trash thing with a giant stack. That's our Christmas tree. It has a star on it with all this like gas just pluming all over the town. Like at least it's getting rid of that smell a little bit, like fighting it with some sugar.
Some people in the chat are saying, I'll take donut smell over trash or manure.
Yes.
Uh
Oh, and also to touch back on I would rather ride a horse on the subway. Yes, I like the smell of horse shit over human shit.
oh,
Show
a
me.
thousand, 1,000%.
I love the smell of horse manure in the morning. I'm like,
I know the barn smells so good, doesn't it?
yes, it does. And then walking in a neighborhood that smells like Dunkin' Donuts, like, hello, stop complaining, people. Stop complaining.
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from. I will say this. I was out the other day and I was going to this coffee shop and I was sitting outside and it was early. It was like 9 a.m. and there was a Subway right next to it, like Subway sandwiches. Not a Subway, don't worry.
I was like, that's crazy.
They figured. But there was a Subway right next to it, and they must have been like, I don't think they're making the bread in Subway. Like, I don't, we're not. like baking bread. They're not making like sourdough starter and Subway. They must be like defrosting or something. So they were doing something in there that involved the bread. And I will say the smell was so heavy. I was like, oh, I got to go sit inside. Like it was a little much.
But it's a bakery. Like people light candles for their house to smell like coconut and sugar vanilla and all this stuff. Like for it to be such a big deal. And like honestly, what are they gonna do? Why are you
That's
complaining
actually,
about something that you can't change, like your phone's listening to you? They're not gonna shut down the biggest Dunkin' Donuts factory in the country
I know that's the other thing.
because you're complaining. Move. That's
Right.
cheaper than the like what
Right.
you want.
They make 1,000,000 donuts a day,
Hmm.
but
That's
only
why
for two
Haverhill has the
stores.
freshest donuts.
That's actually a really good point. You are getting the
Yeah.
freshest donuts. Well,
Hmm.
I guess, our hot Massachusetts take is get the fuck over it.
Or get the
Move,
fuck out.
move, you
Yeah.
know? Like maybe go find a place that's next to a legal seafood factory. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. They just have to move and stop complaining. Move on.
Well, I'll tell you who else is moving on. Have you seen this drama with Queer Eye?
I did see it because you sent me a message about it yesterday because I have no idea about any of this stuff.
Okay, I really have no idea about Queer Eye drama as well, but I just think like anytime you get a group of 5 people together, doesn't matter, 5. You know what? Actually, I'll say this. 5 people of the same gender. Okay? And yes, gender is a social construct, but 5 people who identify as the same gender together and make them work together for 10 years, like it's bound to be fucking hell.
Yeah. So I did look into it a little bit. There's speculation that like people believe him because it's like a race thing, and like uncomfortable situations that they've put him in. But at the end of the day, these are all men, and I don't believe any of them. I think they're all guilty. Like,
Well, let's play the clip. We have a clip for basically he was supposed to go on the Today Show to promote the 10th season of this
mhm.
show, which also I'm like, God damn, 10 seasons of Queer. I think we got like when they rebooted it, I think what do we need? 2 seasons?
I didn't even know he was still on, girl.
Me neither.
Like Jonathan Van Ness, like now he has all the extensions in his hair. I saw yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, this is his final form. Like, I don't think they can do any more seasons. That's why it's over. He's dying.
I did read his book, and it was pretty entertaining. I read his memoir. I found it entertaining. I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
But Vienna's gonna pull
He's
this clip
he's
out.
obviously the standout from it. Like he's
Oh yeah,
gotten, I feel like, the most fame because I know
yeah.
who he is. The other ones, like Kiki Palmer said, if they were walking down the street, I wouldn't know who they were. Sorry to those they thems.
We're gonna play this clip of what happened yesterday on the Today Show.
Notice that someone is missing. So obviously there are 4 of the Fab 5 here. We received an email from Karamo's assistant this morning, which said in part, quote, Karamo has felt mentally and emotionally abused for years, and he's been advised by his therapist to protect himself and his peace by not attending. But he did send this video. Take a look.
Hey, Jenna and Chanel, congratulations on becoming the most amazing duo on daytime TV. I just want to say thank you to all the fans who supported us and rocked with us for 10 seasons. This new season is going to be amazing. You're going to love every minute of it. And just like the themes of this season, I'm modeling what I believe is most important, which I want to remind you all. Love yourselves and protect yourselves. That's why I'm here at home and not there. But continue to watch the show. The crew worked on it and did an amazing job. I want to shout out to the crew. I want to shout out to all the fans. I want to shout out to the executives from Netflix. Thank you for having me for 10 seasons.
Okay. First of all, I want to say I kind of think he's probably right. Like he probably has a point. I also think there's probably bullying that happened. But what I'm obsessed with this clip is the fact that like she's like, so we got an email from Karamo's team, and his therapist says because of like nonstop bullying, absolute like name
You would
hunt.
expect it to be a little softer in tone, his video.
Yes. And then he comes on and he's like, hey, Jenna.
And he took his moment. Like, he is like, this is my moment. And I cannot imagine the amount of PR training that happened that morning. Like, between his video and these dudes sitting on the couch. First of all, Jonathan probably, he looks like Jesus with that white drape, the hair, the whole thing. Like, it's very dramatic. This is very dramatic.
Well, I think the thing is like, it's, to me, it's kind of like when I go into a situation, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fucking tell them off. I'm going to say the thing. I'm going to do the thing. You better all look out. And then I come in and I'm like, hi, how's it going? I just want to thank everyone. And
Yeah, he made those women say the hard part via his publicist. And now he's like looking scot-free. But I like how the team, the rest of the guys handled it. And they're like, yeah, valid. Good for you.
I know.
But they also, these are grown people. Like, I don't know. They know what they did.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's the villain in someone's story.
Yeah.
Except for maybe you.
No. I'm the villain.
I know who you're the villain in the story for. The New York Transit Authority.
Listen. I was like, should I get a gun? Because there's the stop that's by my house. I drove by it one night coming home late from a show, and I was scared sitting in my car at the people that were around. They were like staring into the car. I'm like, imagine if I was out there.
I mean, in their defense, like, what are you doing? Just pulling over in the like drop-off spot, putting on your hazards and sitting there? They're probably like,
no, I was at a light.
Oh, you were at a light. Okay, I thought you just like pulled over for
I
the
was
view.
like, am I running this light right now? Like, what's about to happen? And I keep making eye contact with people on the street, and then they start like approaching the car to like say whatever they're gonna say to like try to scam me. I was so scared.
I think you got some serious material in here with the fact that you will get on a horse, which, like, you know, could Christopher Reeve it all for you. And yet,
God.
I know. Like, the first time that I told someone who I love and adore and this is like, I feel like this is Catholic culture. Like, the first time that I told them that I was riding horses, like, their immediate reaction was like, I don't want you to end up like Christopher Reeve. I was like, Jesus fucking
That's horrible.
But like, that is what a Catholic would say to you.
And yeah, I know. Every time I call my mom, she's like, you know who has cancer? I'm like, I don't want to know.
Oh my God. My dad is like, he is the harbinger of doom sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, Dad, like, I was feeling fine. And now, like, anytime that like, he'll be like, do you think the Santa Ana winds are going to affect you today? I'm like, Jesus.
Not till now.
Exactly. I think I had to leave Massachusetts because, like, anytime I used to call him Snow Patrol, because anytime there was a snowstorm, the man would have like, he would freak the fuck out. He'd be like, I don't know if you're going to be able to go out in 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
There could be black ice.
For a dusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, also, my mom is like that. So this little space that we have for me moving to New York has been good for boundaries.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, like, you know, the snow can be a lot. So you should be careful. We're not saying, and I do think there's a big ice storm coming, isn't there?
I hope not. I had to call the plow yesterday for my mom and everything. Like, I'm still on dispatch. I'm just still like, she's like,
Wait,
you're gonna work from home now.
Your mom gets plowed out? That's like that's a boss move.
Yeah. We got it like that.
That's something that like LA culture would never be able to understand, that like, you know, someone's like uncle's brother who has a plow and he will come around and you have to like wait until he comes, and like he wears a Carhartt jacket and he's definitely MAGA, but like you need your driveway plowed.
Wait, no, my guy's not MAGA.
Yet.
Yeah, but his mom is. So
I'm glad he's not MAGA. I'm not saying that all people who use plows are MAGA. Like, some, like, I'm just saying, like,
no, yeah. That's more like Boston area where you're from. I'm from like Haverhill, New Hampshire border. So it's like a mix, you know?
Yeah. What do you think is like the biggest tell right now that someone's MAGA?
They're being quiet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think like you really can't be like when people are getting when people are getting disappeared, if you like don't have anything to say on that, I'm just like, "Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
yep." Uh okay, we have one more story that I want to talk about because actually these are two people who are being quite quiet. Let's talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Okay?
Do we care?
Do we care? We don't
No,
really
all I
care.
care about is Beyonce's next album. That's all I care about.
You know whose next album I want first? Rihanna.
Well, her husband just dropped a really cool album.
Don't know, don't care. All I care. You know, I have a real problem with like celebrities having brands, but I do make exceptions. And Rihanna is one of them.
Yeah, she's a legit billionaire. Not
If she
great.
wants to start a crypto line, go right ahead. I want her to do whatever she wants to do.
Oh, nah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her being like so rich. Like, I don't know who she's giving to or like what she's doing. Like, she's not really promoting anything except like Fenty and her babies.
That's true.
But
But
you
at
know
the
what?
same, that's always been Rihanna, right?
Yeah. And neither Beyonce ain't saying shit either.
That's true. Here's the thing. They all want to still be able, like I was reading about everybody who spent New Year's Eve with Elon. And I'm like, these are the same people who then turn around and like, post anti-Trump stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't add up. I think that it's that a lot of these people want to still be in the circle.
Yeah. But what's the cost and to what end? To what end? Like, seriously, is it racism or is it capitalism? Like, what's the end goal with all of this?
I think it's that they're just like intrinsically linked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
There's
hard. Sorry, we're supposed to be
No, it's
hot
true.
minute.
Let's talk about these two because according to Marie Claire, they have encountered their first test of their relationship in that they are delaying their wedding planning. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, can you imagine? Like, that was the other thing. They both said that they've never had a fight before. And I'm like, yeah, of course they've never had a fight before. They're fucking rich.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, we'll just figure it out. No problem. Like, you have no stress.
Right? Like,
Everything is easily solvable. Of course, it doesn't solve everything. Like, you could have mental health issues or whatever, regular health issues and stuff. But when you're rich, things get solved pretty quickly.
they're not fighting over the 40-60 split on plan B.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shit that I was fighting over.
Yeah, I'm just looking at them right now. Like, what problems could they possibly have other than him, like, probably still fucking black girls? Like, what else could they?
I mean, CTE is definitely a problem.
Honestly, I think I'm going to say the rates are as high as Dominican men and Cape Verdean men for professional athletes, especially the NFL. These are not faithful men.
No.
Okay, so you're making your choices here. First of all, she's making a choice. All right. And that they feel like they had to announce that the wedding is being postponed. It's probably just never going to
Okay.
happen.
I don't know if they announced it. That's just like what the speculation is.
Okay.
Yeah, but like basically the whole thing is that he can't decide what to do with his career if he wants to like play another season, because apparently he doesn't want to know if he wants like functioning brain health at 50. Like I'd be like, get the fuck out of it. Like, be done. What are you chasing?
I know, but then what is he going to do?
I don't know.
What do they do? Start podcasting?
He'll podcast with his brother who quit football because he was like, I will give the brother credit. The brother, I don't think cheats on the wife. Have you seen Kylie Kelsey? That bitch is in charge.
I don't want to sound bitter right now. And I know you're in a happily, situation, but
Depends on the day.
I just don't think men or humans are meant to be monogamous. But that's for another time.
I mean, I think it depends on the guy. Like if you met my husband, you would be like, oh yeah, that's a monogamous guy.
That's what I thought until I was like, okay, I still had hope. And I'm like, because this guy would never do that. Not my relationship. And then
I think I need to introduce you to Kylie Kelsey, because that bitch, like, if you think that,
she's got it on lock.
yeah, like, I don't think he is like breathing without her. Okay. Like, that's what's going on there in a way that
I'll look her up on IG.
I really fuck with this girl. Like, I actually really, she's a big Duncan girl too. I fuck with her. She met him on Tinder. Yeah.
Okay.
She met him on Tinder. I don't think he'd ever had a girlfriend before. Donna Kelsey was like, I'd never met anybody he'd ever been dating before. And she's a tall girl.
You know what? I hope I eat my words and then we play this tape back at my wedding. And
We will. Yes. Kylie Kelsey has big horse girl energy. I'm going to send you a couple clips and you're going to be like, yeah.
You're going to make me believe again?
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any shows tonight? Where can people come find you? Because everyone's asking who you are, by the way, in the chat, because people think you're so funny.
Who is she?
She's not on the subway.
That's one place you won't find me. My name is Carolina Montesquieu. I'm at Carolina Montesquieu everywhere. It's Carolina like the state, Montesquieu like the philosopher. And I have a show tonight. It's called Capicu. It's like a social event. So Capicu is like pretty much when you're playing dominoes and you lock the game and you slam it down. It's like a very Caribbean thing. You say Capicu. So there's comedy, DJs, and dominoes. And it's at the Standard in the East Village, which is like a super swanky hotel. So it's gonna be like a nice like elevated event. It's gonna be so much fun tonight. So yeah, if you can, it's free.
You're playing games?
Yeah, after the stand-up, and like there's gonna be DJs. So yeah, there's gonna be domino tables. Like it's gonna be a time. I can't wait.
I was thinking, I have a friend who does a lot of Real Housewives stand-up. And I was thinking of putting together a little show, but doing it in New York instead of in LA, of just comics doing housewives shit. Which, like,
Yeah,
I know you're a housewives person, but I feel like
since I was on The Moment, I've been tapping into Salt Lake City. I started watching it with my cousin. Yeah.
I feel like, do you want to do a show?
Of course. I always want to do a show. I stay working. Book me right now.
Booked and busy, ladies and gentlemen. Fly her out here. You've seen her on The Moment. You've now seen her on Hot Minute. You know her from Subway Takes. Eventually, you'll see her on Fallon. Follow her everywhere. She's my dad's favorite comedian. Who, you want to talk about a good guy? That's a good guy.
He's my second favorite fan. I love him.
I will just end with this because I think it's like so indicative of being raised by Irish Catholic parents. I've been a full-time creator now for a little over a year. I feel like proud of the success that I've had. I've had great moments. When my dad saw Carolina do stand-up, he was blown away. Like for him, like he was like that she's the funniest. And my dad like is a stand-up guy. Like it's not like he'd never seen stand-up before, but when he met her after the show, he told her, never stop doing what you're doing, which like, if he would never say that to me about anything like other than my taxes.
That is very funny, Meredith, other than your taxes. No, and I don't have a dad, so it felt really good to get encouragement from someone's dad. That was nice.
Yeah, like Irish Catholic kids know, like your parents, they're never going to give you a compliment. They will give every single one of your friends a compliment, and then they'll be like, and you are fine. You're fine. So,
you guys. And how old is your dad?
My dad is 71.
71. So to all the managers and agents out there watching me right now, just know that I have a widespread 18-year-olds love me, and 72-year-old Catholic Irish men love me too. So,
well, and you know what?
Anywhere in between that.
Who actually has fucking money? Who's a property owner?
These people have money to spend on tickets. Come on, let's do it, everybody.
That's like looking at the Netflix as a joke lineup. Like I was like, oh, these are just like all people who have like fans that will pay money to see them.
I know. Oh my God, the lineups look huge. I hope someone invites me to be part of it some way, somehow, but we'll see.
Come out here that week. You should come out here that week.
And just like schmooze around.
You never know. Maybe We could get you on Kill Tony.
Oh, hell no. You could not pay me enough to do
I don't
that
know,
fucking
Kill Tony.
shit.
Like, I feel like and no, there's great people who are on Netflix as a joke. I'm super happy for them. But I'm just,
No, but yeah, it is a lot about like ticket sales. I need some.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just starting. I'm just starting.
No, you're doing are you kidding? You're fucking crushing it. And maybe you come out. I don't know. You never know. They're adding to the lineup. I saw that.
We'll see. I will. Anything that is in my path will be for me.
Manifest it. Put it in the notes app. All right, guys.
I am going to manifest. Thank you, Meredith.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.